So I'm out here at Starling Meadows today and I'm going to direct seed some black locust. The first thing I did was I had a tarp sit out for about 8 weeks. That was just to kill all the grass. And then what I plan to do is make 2 rows about 24 to 30 inches apart, something like that. And I'm just going to push a seed in about every 3 or 4 inches, maybe kind of stagger them. And then they're going to compete, and basically I'm just going to thin for the strongest locusts as they grow and compete to see who's the best. So we are just about to the point that we probably won't see any more frost this year, so I'm good to go ahead and direct seed this black locust. What I did was the night before I brought some rainwater to a boil, and as soon as it started boiling I took it off the heat and I dropped the seeds right in it, and then I just sat them out on the counter on a hot pad for 24 hours and just let them swell. Alright, so how I'm planting these is I got my black locust here, the seeds, and then I have these 2 holes. They're like maybe 3-4 inches apart. And what I'm doing is I'm about 18 inches from the edge of where the tarp was. So hopefully you can see that. And then I just go in here and I'm just making these about 18 inches from the edge. Just staggering my holes like 3 to 4 inches. And I'm just gonna make as many of these as I can reach while I'm here. All right, then I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna try to get 1 seed down in the hole, and it doesn't matter if I get a couple seeds in the hole or 1 stuck on the edge like that. Like, I don't know, inconsistencies may be better, so I'm not real particular. I have realized though, after soaking these seeds, they're like really soft. So you want to be somewhat careful with them, you know, just so that you don't accidentally crush them maybe. And then I go back to where these seeds are and I just give the soil a little pinch, push it down. Rot resistant timber that I can grow myself that's renewable, and firewood that's renewable. These are all reasons why I want black locusts on my property. Hopefully they'll start sprouting in these holes. And what I'll do is I'll let them grow and just compete and see who reaches the canopy first, kind of makes dominance. And then I'm gonna cut out the ones in between. And I'm gonna keep doing that until I have them spaced maybe 4 to 6 feet apart. And then what I'll do is I'll let those grow for a few years, and then I'll cut them all the way to the ground. And then what they'll do is they'll sprout again. They'll kind of branch out. And at that point, I'll do them all at the same time. And so then they're going to send up shoots. And again, they're going to fight to get to the top. And so that'll make for really straight either timber or firewood, either way. But this is a Hungarian black locust, and these were bred to be nice and straight for shipmasts, I believe. They're called shipmast locusts. So last thing I'm doing here is I'm just going to take a roll of 4 foot by 1/2 inch hardware cloth, and I'm just going to roll it out and just kind of cover up these seeds, just to protect them a little bit closer to the germination. And then I'll use this same hardware cloth to make rings around the trees. So I'm gonna make 12 foot, or actually 12.5 foot rings. So I cut this to 50 foot, and I'll be able to make 4 rings out of that in here. Once they start coming up. That'll just give me a little bit of deer and rabbit protection for the season. So I put mulch down along the sides just to hold this hardware cloth in place. Hopefully that'll just be a couple weeks, and then I'll lift this hardware cloth and make rings.